Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're reviewing the Chevy Equinox Premier. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Chevy here in Provo, Utah for giving me some time with this Equinox. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 1.5 liter 4-cylinder that goes through a 6-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 24 around town and then 30 on the highway, with power outputs being 175 horsepower and then 203 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood, you guys can see here with all of the distinctive lines. And then popping down below, definitely an interesting design with the headlights, a little bit of a split light design there. The grille's been all blacked out on this one, the blacked out Chevy bow tie, and then you do have fog lights there on either side. And putting it all together, I think this looks really cool with the blacked out elements. Now around the side here, our timing wheel setup is 235, 50, 19 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see with the wheels completely blacked out. Notice the red accenting there on the wheel as well. And then you can see the fender pops out a little bit here. Equinox, black and red with the badge. And then same thing with the mirror cap. Door handles have also been blacked out. And then you guys can see the window trim also blacked out. And then here is the full side view with the Equinox. Now taking a look at the key fob, you guys can see lock and unlock function. We also have the remote start function, the opening for the hatch, and then the Chevy bow tie on the back. And taking a look at the cargo area, you guys can see we've got pretty good storage underneath with the seats folded down. I mean, there is quite a bit of space, but even with the seats folded up, the Equinox is pretty spacious, even though it's not a huge crossover. When you're all done, just press that button and that will lower the hatch right back down. Now taking a look at the tail lights, pretty cool design there actually. All the rest of the badges blacked out or a little bit of red accenting with them too. And putting it all together, let me you guys think about the overall looks here with the Equinox. Now taking a look at the door panel, soft touch all over, and you can see the contrasted stitching down below. And then taking a look at the seats, similar design here again with that contrasted stitching perforated all down the center as well. Legroom back here is really good. We also have a little storage pocket. We got some vents here, heated seats in the back, USBs on top of that, and it looks like this pulls down to be a cup holder armrest, which is pretty cool. And then headroom, it's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see again soft touch here, and then also with the contrasted stitching down below. All of our window controls, front one's automatic, you get your mirror adjustments, door lock and unlock, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then we do have our memory seat function. And then again with that contrasted stitching perforated all down the center portion. Power adjustments here on the side, and you guys can see here for the hood release. We also have our light controls here, and then I like the soft touch on the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you guys can see soft touch all around. You got darker stitching there in the center, radio controls in the back, controls to center stack, voice command controls. We've got our adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, heated steering wheel function, and then you can see the stalks there on the back. Now with the gauge cluster, mostly analog, we do have that screen there in the center, which we can use to scroll through and see different bits of info on the Equinox. And then in reverse, this does have a 360 camera system, which you can use to see out of a bunch of different angles here with the Equinox. Good resolution with the camera system as well. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system itself, I guess we got to accept all the stuff. Good response time. I think it's easy to use, has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And I like the fact that we've got some physical buttons below it. Nice soft touch trim here on the dash. And then down below that, we do have a glove box. Dual zone climate with heated and ventilated seats. I like the controls there on either side. That's pretty funny. And then you guys can see with the little charging part area, we do have a wireless phone charging pad as well. Parking sensors here with our parking assist. Shifter for that 6-speed automatic transmission. Parking brake down below, and then you guys can see a little storage. Nice padding here on the center console. Lots of storage. Wow, USBs inside as well. And then universal garage door opener up top, no sunroof or anything. Now here's a quick look at the window sticker for the Equinox Premier. You guys can see the base MSRP there has a few options added to it. Total MSRP $38,560. And let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, do a blind spot monitoring through the thrust of the rear, and let us set off in the Equinox Premier. So I already did a video on an Equinox earlier this year. I think it was an RS. I wanted to do the Premier with this package because this looks really cool like the RS, but it's a little bit more bougie, a little bit more luxury. So I thought it would be a fun Equinox to review. So first off, okay, I was like that dude's about to walk in the street without looking. Seat comfort's pretty good in the Equinox. I do like the fact that it has the heated and ventilated seat function. I think that's a nice feature indeed. Ooh! I forgot to mention the walker, and you got the all-wheel drive function there, which is not on right now, so you got a little spinning there at the front wheels. You can turn that on, and that'll give you a little bit better traction, obviously. Yeah, it drives well. It's smooth. And the powertrain seems to perform pretty dang well. And we'll punch it here. Wow. I wouldn't call it like insanely fast by any means, but it gets up and moves at a good pace. This turbocharged engine's pretty impressive. Pretty dang impressive. I like the steering feel on this too. It's got like it's not heavy, but it's got a decent weight to it, so you can actually feel what's happening when you're driving, rather than the numbness you get in some modern vehicles. So to cap things off, I like how this looks on the outside. I like this package. Love the interior package. And you know what, for everything this is offering, it's pretty reasonably priced. This, you know, kind of competes against stuff like the RAV4 and the Honda CR-V. And I mean, a loaded up RAV4 nowadays, I don't know if you guys have looked, but it's like $40,000+. And so this offering everything that it offers sub $40,000 is really good. I know some people are going to be like, Ben, turbocharged 4-cylinder, 1.5 liter 4-cylinder at that, not going to be reliable. And you know what? Fair enough. Do your own research on that. But what I will say is, just purely from a new car perspective, the power this provides, the fuel economy, the acceleration, the features, and the cool factor, it looks really cool on the outside. I think it looks, you know, to be a really good value on paper. So let me know what you guys think about the new Equinox. Let me know what you guys think about this compared to some of the competition like Ford Escape, Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, etc., etc.